Good morning, Facebook. Travis Egan here, my mortgage guy at I do this every time. At Fairway Independent Mortgage in beautiful Clarksville, Tennessee. Today, I want to share a story with you that I recently read. I'm a huge fan of nonfiction. My wife likes fiction. I prefer nonfiction. And I just find there's so many fascinating stories of things and actual events that have actually happened. So I'm going to share a little story with you that I recently read. It reminded me, with all the turmoil and chaos and everything that's going on, um, I want to share a little story with you. So there was a man splitting rails there for the railway, and another man walks up to him, taps him on the shoulder, and says, "Stand up and look me in the eye." And so the man that was splitting rails kind of stands up and looks him in the eye, and they stare each other down for a good, I don't know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe a minute. And the guy that tapped him on the shoulder basically said, "If I ever saw a man uglier than me, I swear that I'm going to shoot. I swore that I would shoot him." And the other man kind of looked at him amusedly and saw that he had a rifle, right? That he had a rifle. So the guy that was splitting the rails rips his shirt open and he says, "Well, if I'm uglier than you, then you should shoot me dead, because I don't want to live." Now, that man was Abe Lincoln. And the reason I share that story with you is because it talks about some of the way that in the heat of a weird moment, right, on an unexpected moment, he found humor in it. He found a way to be self-deprecating and have some humor in it. Um, I remembered like reading about Abe Lincoln and all the times that he used humor and anecdotes and funny Holmesy stories to defuse situations or to defuse his political opponents. In fact, I'm going to look over here because I want to get this right. Senator Stephen A. Douglas, who's one of Lincoln's biggest opponents politically. I mean, they were always on opposite sides of every equation. Um, he used to get really frustrated with Lincoln, and he actually called him a two-faced man at one point. To which Lincoln replied, "If I had another face, do you think I would wear this one?" And I just thought that is really an interesting way of looking at life. Senator Douglas would get so frustrated with Lincoln because he would, spend hours in oratory and making really sound, thoughtful arguments, and Lincoln could just diffuse it with a funny little story or a quick-witted, jab, and get people laughing and kind of diffuse the whole situation. And with everything that's going on right now, like I'm sure you're like me, you go on Facebook or you go on any other social media platform or maybe even out and about in your community, and you hear people that are kind of on edge. They're agitated, they're frustrated. They may see the world politically from different perspectives. Um, and so my encouragement to you today is try to find an opportunity to make someone smile. If you can make them laugh, even better. I always feel like if I can get one person to laugh each day, then I win. It's a win for me. I try to make my wife laugh. I'm not always very good at that, but I do try to make people laugh or smile, and I would encourage you to do the same. I think we could all use a little bit of that humor and laughter right now with everything going on around the world and Kenosha and all over the place. So hopefully that's an encouragement to you. I'm Travis Egan, my mortgage guy at Fairway Independent Mortgage in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Daily Musings and Lessons Learned. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.